And you may be reliant on trying to get good shattering strikes to break the Lulu shields and all in early in lane to potentially break the shove. Though I think realistically, every time Yunara has Q stack, they will have a really nasty trade that you can't do a lot about. Cho'Gath also losing pretty hard here. Not great laning so far. There's the step forwards. Stoned off the wave. Shattering strike denies a lot of that time on the Q though. Dragon taken on the other side. Not bad. You see the time rips. Conqueror stacked. Bounce misses Rupture. I think he might be in danger here. Good silence. Needs to be afraid of the second Q. Rupture comes on out. Q. Forces flash. Very good. Flash, flash. Bounce gonna have to back. Doesn't have TP. Well, there goes the Void Grubs. Unlikely to be Serpent's Fang first. Though then again, you are into Galio Lulu. Serpent's Fang at some point will be valuable. Baus is actually not having fun here at all. Ooh, Q3 sweet spot just about missed, but there's the Infernal Chains. Baus breaks it. Turret shot's happening. Last auto does it. Nicely done. Some nerds does that to people. Thank you very much. I'll make sure to pass on the word to him as well. Early game is usually their weakest. This lane swap pack is making it even harder on them. Yeah, they're definitely not ready on the lane swap. I agree. Though, in fairness, they weren't dealing with a lane swap this time around. It was just straight lane. You need to see it play out. I think, personally, I would have gone for a tankier build because I feel like you are very likely to die every time you do for it. It's a bit of a suicide pack, right? Everyone just buys Ninja Tabbies, no problem. Yeah, basically. Buy your steel caps. But that would involve Nemesis and Baus building tank. Zamalek surviving for now. Wild Growth. There's the massive opportunity proc. Zamalek flashes up but gets feasted by Baus. Adium. The problem is Frygo's about to blow up Crowny potentially. Flash over the other side. Mini-Matcha getting a little bit of CC down. But yeah, Crowny survived and you just took Velia with you. That was very nice from Baus with the flash rocket belt. And it works well with Jarvan passive. It's the reason why it's a great combo on Jarvan, right? But its opportunity is still actually more burst, I think. Like, yeah, like he just did like an insane amount of Velia's HP bar there, even through Wild Growth. Nice. And Jinx gets a second kill. Thoughts on Wild Rift Soraka heal, but she doesn't lose any HP at all. Well, that's already a crazy option for Soraka. I don't know Wild Rift as well, but that's pretty nuts. Is her healing numbers lower? Will it be a separate game mode from normal ARAM? I believe so, yes. You'll still be able to play standard ARAM. They lose feats for that. Yes, no, they don't quite. If they lose the next objective, they will, but that's what it's getting decided by as next objective. Dragon's up. Double towers down now for FMS. Saved it with T1 not being in a tournament, right? That will be Dragon and feat of strength for LR. Ooh, rocket! Nice block by Crowny. Mirage Cube whacks that turret down. It's the League of Legends team. If you're talking about a separate game mode, I think that gets a bit more nuanced. Turret goes down to the wave. Fraggle not quite there in time. Didn't want to burn TP. It's what it is. Mid lane turret still healthy enough. In this game, and Atakan is definitely throwable. You've got Baus with a potential additional secure with Feast. Keep your eyes on that. Aware the TP's coming. There's the Aatrox. They've turned on the Baus. Trying to turn it around. They've blown up a lead for Brimstone, who's very squishy because he's opportunity Jarvan. They do blow up one back. Baus is down for it. Velia gets to survive with the Wild Growth, but Nemesis is now in danger. He's bloody squishy himself. Frygo now resetting. Wild Ender rolling. Crowny needs to get out of there, but he's trying to get hit by another Darkin Blade. Has to flash away. Frygo now flashing for the Q3. Trying to run further. But how much further can you run into Snowman? But the Infernal Chase knocked up by the Q. And they get the kill on Crowny, and LR overplay the Atakan. That's because they won the other season, the other EMEA matches every time they played an NLC as well. That's pretty wild. And they get... Hang on! Velia stole it! And Baus is TP'd in? Oh no. Well, the kills are all there for FMS, but that is an unfortunate steal to give up. Battles. Unfortunately, we can only see them down here. Currently, I believe, is 5 petals, which is kind of very disappointing even with Atakan. So that's for FMS. They've got 5 petals without Atakan. In the sense they did lose what would have been sole point for them, and they're struggling to keep the Yunara in a good position in these fights. Velia is also now having a tough time. Opportunity just blasted his face. Oh, he's dead around Baron. Oh, no. Oh, no. Here we go. 4v5. Your jungler's dead. I mean, that's just bad. Why were you there by yourself? Opportunity. Basically, opportunity Jarvan just went E-O. Like, yes, if you blow up the Jinx or the Orianna before they get to do anything here, or counterpunch the Jarvan ult, then life is fine. Profile Hydra opportunity deck. Like, you're bloody squishy with this build. Bloody squishy. If you are the one engaged on, you will die. However, looking to look for the turnaround. Ribson interrupts Bowser's flank angle. He will likely die now to the Aatrox. Good feast angle. Ribson flashes away. Good angle on the backline, but Zamalek survives for a second or two. Mirage Cube will likely die. That's not bad, actually, at all from Lost Ratones. They turn too hard on Baus. But the problem is Fryego's now here. Nemesis trying to buy some space. But that probably means Nemesis is in danger. Fryego doesn't have flash anymore, and the Wild End is timed out. They will still get the mid lane tier 1. He synergizes with the other items a lot more. It's just more lethality, right? And you're into a Galio and a Lulu. You want to get people who've got shields and punish them for it. Q3. Oh, boy. Squishy members. Don't know about that one, Nemesis. I get that they were trying to get some waves where they could, and they weren't necessarily expecting FMS to be there and to be rather just on the dragon. Now under siege. You're going to go down 2 inhibitors here, realistically. For the record, I don't think it's been Cho'Gath that's the issue this game. With the exception of that unfortunate Atacama moment. I hate half AP, half tank. I think it's fine on Cho'Gath and Galio. But it's not fantastic when you're miles behind. We saw Nemesis absolutely blast people with it yesterday. He will die here probably. Just about escaped to the phase rush. No. Crypt from the Jinx. Faust on a flank angle won't get in. It's not bad from Velia, actually. Might get Zamalek, but there's the shield. Got the kill. That's not bad. Crownie can start turning around with the Hurricane. Really nice from Velia and Crownie. Really nice from Velia and Crownie. Took Aatrox's time up. He wasn't there to save the rest of the play. They are going to rush this, and I think this dies. They've got the Aatrox in base trying to play for Nexus turrets. Oh, they're going to try and rush for the end. Oh, is it Baron for Nexus? Oh, boy. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. World Ender. Mirage Q stepping on forward. They can look for a shockwave. There's the big chunk. Aatrox is still absolutely terrified. Wants to reset the ult. If he can get the pullback. Doesn't quite. Nemesis survives. Everyone is back. And they feasted the Aatrox. They overplayed it. Nexus turrets stand. But you are going to have to fight this soul. You can't give that up. Mid lane tier 1 probably dies to the cannon. Yeah, it does. Okay. Now they know he's there. Rupture on 2. Flash for the silence. Shockwave. Not required because they've just blown up the Jinx. Wonderful from Baus. That gets them soul point themselves. LR, I think, have just claimed a gold lead. To the sub. You know you want to. That is pretty good going. Hang on, in the base, Nemesis now in danger. Oh boy, they're going to force some resets. They can kill off Nemesis, it might be some value. The problem is they don't have the Jinxes and still potentially a 3v4. Claim this turret. He's Wukong with clone. Will take turrets very fast at this point in the game. Sheen procs, Grubs, everything else won't quite get the inhibitor, I don't think. Are they TPing for this? Oh, Velia. They will lose inhibitor for this. Crashing on down with some Ferromancy. Jinx Rocket could come and join. Wait for it. Where's the rocket flying? Not. Fryego stepping on forward. Silence, but that's a very scary Aatrox. Q3. Baus not quite as tanky into the Aatrox as he will be into the Jinx. Jinx still not touched. Fryego. Jump over the wall. I also think that LR have just comms-wise started getting... Well, then it just popped, missing the Darkin Blade onto Crownie. Potentially quite big. That will mean Fryego will not have ult going into this Ocean Soul play. Ooh, jump on the bows. He needs to survive. Redemption comes on through. Does survive. They've blown up Ribson. That was what we were worried about. The opportunity build makes you very squishy. They didn't kill Baus on the other side. He's now a lot tankier at 4 items than he was earlier on. Jungler dead 20 seconds before Soul. I think LR are probably just about done it there. They're going to turn to Baron. Soul and Baron. 40 minutes into the game. And the content is real. But having a death cap, it feels like Mirage Q's not found a lot of big ults recently. More than anyone else. Which is not bad. It's a good item here. I fear FMS will have screwed this, and it's a good position now for LR. I wouldn't judge it by the last 5 minutes. People should buy Crypt Bloom more. It's a banger item. It got nerfed so heavily that people don't care so much anymore. It's like, look, if I want penetration, I'd rather go for the Void Staff. A feel-good moment rather than anything actually good. Yeah, it's true. Reckless hasn't been threatened. He's now on 3 items. That's not a bad jump. Oh, Crowny. Oh, Crowny. Dying on mid lane wave. My God, that's what the Jarvan does. At the very least. Can they hold the wave? They're sending the Aatrox back. Aatrox has TP. Aatrox is basically protecting the waves. You've got 25 seconds till Crowny's up. We're going to get the second inhibitor. Elder will be in 3 minutes. An Ocean Soul means nothing if you die in about a second flat. Crowny Soul Blade of the Rune King for Bloodthirst. At this point in the game, that's perfectly fine. Velia. Oh man, Wild Growth required. That's the one that came off cooldown. Rygo trying to survive, gets a lot of healing himself. Ocean Soul value is good. Velia gets a Cyclone off. Crowny got the Jarvan. All the while, flash on forward. An AP Cho'Gath murders Mirage Q, who doesn't have the flash. GA earns value. They can't kill Crowny. Triple kill to him. Quadra kill to him. Flashes for the fun of it. And LR make it content, make it cinema, and clutch out an insane game. They were down 8,000 gold. And a Baron, and 2 inhibitors. And Nexus turrets were falling. And they still managed to win the game. Well, the Michael Bay direction's in. They've certainly got enough explosions. But once again, the wins are nothing short of a heart attack. My God, this gold graph is going to be something, guys. Okay, LR, very good skirmishing, very good zone denial. Between Feathers and Cask and Poppy W and Rise Through, everyone is bringing CC or zone denial or disruption. And now investigating as of a couple of hours ago. So we'll see where it goes. Baus has to flash topside. Ribson is here though. Baus does not have E or flash. That is probably a very dead Gragas. Tries to go for the wave, eviscerate forwards. Good stun, but doesn't take turret aggro. Drops the W, gets the kill. Nicely managed, and they get it. Neferi rolling. Hang on. Assassin jungler getting fed off Baus early. I've seen this before. Dragon goes down. LR will pick that one up quite happily. How many beers for old Lollipoppy? Aurora has to leave, and so you don't really want to play this without Aurora around. Frygo might look for an all-out here, but I think with Crowny and Reckless here on a good reset timer, should be at least 2 of the grubs. Ribson's going to try and smite one of them away. Doesn't quite. That's 2. Third one I think you don't have to play for here. Here come the resets. So yeah, leave it. You don't want to be there anymore. You're happy enough having Gragas get a shove bot side. I miss Eing into Ezreal double for the attack speed. Yeah! Back when Essence Flux gave you attack speed. Baus on a really... It's the same flank angle that screwed them last time! Oh my God, he does it 2 games in a row. Zamalek does get out at least this time. But I'm not sure how it's feeling for FMS. Good route from Crowny. Not actually the best in the end. They get bounced with a wonderful engage, but don't finish what they started. Do finally kill one member. The Rune Prison comes on down. Nemesis is here. Can look to flash forwards. The Essence Flux come on in. They pick up the Dragon. Lots of Spell Flux coming across. Knock up from the Grand Entrance. Another route. Gonna try and call the pack. Shunted into the wall with a heroic charge. That was a really good fight from Lost Ratones. Very pleased with them for that one. Back the Volibear to be. And the Scion sometimes has a little bit more meme to it than full Bowson's Law. Gonna try and smite that one. That's an early smite. Got it with the Featherfall. It's fine. All flash forwards for the Pulverize. Value might die. Nice heroic charge out. Trying to get the quickness. Baus like he dies, but actually nice to knock Zamalek away. Body slam after. Into the barrel roll. Does die to the Acathian Rain. Lost 2 now. Featherstorm comes on through. Misses the Featherfall because Ribson with a really good dodge aside. Feet's given over partly. Yep. That might be turret as well, actually. They just get feet of strength from that. Oh, Lost Ratones. That's a really unfortunate fumble. What happened? They did get Herald. Kind of just fumbled fairly hard there. Now the Kaiser's in a really good spot. Just had the Cull cash in. Fury's at 1 item. Velia now potentially in danger alongside Nemesis. It's a 2-front fight as Crowny's trading well. The backside, but in comes the Kaiser. Immediately charmed. Reckless Battle Dance is out. Extended range. TP from Bounce on the backside. Keeper's Verdict knocks one away. This is looking better for Lost Returns. Frygor has to flash. Looking to get a bit of a stack. Nice cask from Baus. Helps bring down the Cassante. And Lost Returns come away too. Realm warping forwards. They want to continue extending. Massive 3-man pulverize, but Crowny's not hit. Flash shoved into the wall. They blow up the Kaiser. Now the Alistair's in danger. Has got the unbreakable will, but his body is a different matter. Shattered. Bomba. Boom. At all. Nem's gonna get the other tier 1. Yeah, this Rise. He's about to hit 10 stacks on the Darks on the Rower as well. Keeper's Verdict, the possibility for Velia. Can call the pack to turn it around. Here comes that TP. Herald sent mid. Velia now putting the Steadfast Presence. Stops the dogs hitting him. Flash forward for Mini Magic. Gets beyond there as they time the Steadfast Presence well. But Crowny will go up to the sky. Going to pull the feathers down. In the backside, Baus and Reckless bring down Zamalek. And they bring down his partner just after. Kaiser and Alistair left to the wolves. And that's ironic because Neferi's on their team. That's a con. A flip, a gamble. And that coin comes down. It's the face of Baus grinning on it. Pulled off it poorly. I think it's bad decision making. But I think they are running out of good options here. Velia, what a Steadfast Presence. Zamalek's dead again. Mini Magic will fall. Copy passable. Just change out FMS to whichever team is required. You can feel pretty great about it. Rosq just about survives. Velia's gone quite deep here. Velia might die. Oops. Lost Returns. That's a bit silly. Yeah, like we said we much preferred the Lost Returns draft for a reason. It was going to be a lot harder for FMS to navigate. Not that their draft is a bad one per se, but it's just hard to play into Lost Returns. Pass into the wall. Ribson's dead. Doesn't have the ability to call the back and immune stuff. Dies. Dead? Zed might manage it. You deal with Poppy well because you're not a dash. You're a blink. Mini-match check. Gonna throw down the Unbreakable Will. And again, that is very much with asterisks. Terms and conditions apply. The terms be X amount of time. The conditions means when I'm not surrounded by 5 Lost Returns members. So, for Lost Returns on the table, Ribson gets rooted by the Rune Prison alongside all his dogs, forced to run away with the call of the pack. The pack says, yeah, son, I can't help you. Run away. Hell between his legs. Otherwise, I agree. They're going to try and rush Baron. Okay, it's another flip. They've decided they can't win straight up, so they need to flip where they can. They don't actually have the jungler here, so I think they should just get Baron. What about the fight afterwards? Okay, take the objective bounty. LR coming to fight this, but it's a little bit late. In they go. So looking to play this one out. Oh, my days, they're so far ahead. They, do blast Reckless. But Rosq, I think, dies. Flash over the wall. Bounce gets the body slam regardless. Does he have a cast? No, he doesn't. Frygor with the all-out angle. FMS very low. Crowny looking for an angle himself. Could potentially flash. I don't think we'll do it. Ribson a little bit low himself. Velia looking to shut into wall. Flash on forward. The heroic charge. Nemesis finishes it up with an EQ. Yeah, Maokai's banned, if I remember correctly. It was indeed first round. Both games, actually. Bit of a stun for Mini-match. Shaker goes in and the meter gets Steadfast presented. Presented. No presents to be found. The only presents they find is death. Speaking of T1, yeah, everyone sees the T1 Baron and goes, oh yeah, that counts. Very fair. Realm Warp. Gonna drag the wave elsewhere. They don't finish the inhibitor! Doesn't matter that much in the grand scheme of things. Probably about 2 seconds too early. Red buff. Oh, could start onto the wall. They're following up any further. Ribson has got a call of the pack, but no ability really to escape nonetheless. And the Hound's pursuit. Oh, we're even pursuing too. Really is just a matter of closing this out. We've got 2 minutes till Elder, 3 minutes till Baron. At least the Baron from FMS. Oh boy, that will have to be a very well-timed between worlds. Nice steadfast presence, presented the potential pick onto Wreck as we went forwards. Good pulverize, but in comes the Realm War, but here come the rest of Lost Returns. Soundwalker to the backside, on top of Crown. He's now beginning to turn on it. Flash forward to the grand entrance, keeps him alive. Nice work from Reckless. Bounce in the middle of 4. It's absolutely unbothered. Moisturize, certainly not in his lane, but neither were FMS. And they all get murdered. Lost Ratones, 2-0. Content over. Success found. They move on to playoffs. And they make it cinema as they do. Bouse. Of course. We'll execute to the fountain in celebration. Not even close, baby. Never worried. Never worried.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.